Welcome to the Laser Channel. I am Greg and this is the Jiccoda Honeycomb. Stay tuned to find out all the neat features on this honeycomb. Thank you for tuning in. If you're a first-time viewer, welcome. If you're a long-time viewer and subscriber, thank you for coming back to check out yet another video. This honeycomb unit by Jiccoda features a large work area of 460 millimeters by 460 millimeters. For those of us still on the inch system, that comes out to just over 18 inches. So this honeycomb will fit all of your project materials on all standard sized tabletop laser machines. This unit came shipped inside of a brown cardboard box. Inside of that, of course, is the unit, and that was all wrapped in this nice bubble wrap, keeping it safe and sound. Now the package was shipped inside of a much larger shipping box. If you've watched any of my other channel videos, you'll know that I'm a big fan. That larger box that I just showed you did have a couple of dents and dings on it. However, the honeycomb came safe and sound. The honeycomb arrives with these plastic corner protectors to make sure that the corners arrive safe and sound. And on the X and Y axes, there is a scale on both sides. So 3 sides of the honeycomb feature a convenient scale for your references with the Jiccoda logo up at the top. The weave on this is one of the finer weaves that I've seen on the honeycomb, making support of small delicate work such as paperwork work very well because it holds all of your work suspended above the honeycomb rather than falling into it. The honeycomb also includes this sheet metal of aluminum to protect your tabletop for any laser rays that go through the honeycomb. The construction of the honeycomb is all aluminum. The outside framework is a nice heavy-duty, strong C-channel with the corners having a nice, strong rivet connection. There are several guide rods going through the middle that keep the honeycomb from shifting around. And those of you with a keen ear picked up that I mentioned that construction of this is all aluminum, meaning that magnets will not stick to the top surface. I find that's easily remedied by using wooden T-pins cut out on the laser machine. I'll supply a file link to this in the description down below. If your T-pins don't fit because I don't know the size of the material that you're using, simply resize the pin to fit into your honeycomb. Alternatively, I also like to use blue painter's tape to secure my work down to this. I've used this on a test project. You can see that I have some smoke marks already on the honeycomb, and this blue painter's tape holds down to this aluminum perfectly. The last item that I wanted to mention that is included with the honeycomb is this multi-language manual that more or less just talks about general usage of the honeycomb and the different sizes available. I did test this unit out off camera and I do like it. One of the features that I do like about it being all aluminum is out of the 4 or 5 honeycomb units that I have, this is by far the lightest unit that I have, making it very easy to move around the shop. One thing that I did notice on here is that there is no standoffs on the bottom side of this honeycomb, and to get full use out of honeycomb is when lasering through material on the top, we would like a space underneath to allow the smoke to push through. That way that smoke does not stain the underside of our projects. So a quick remedy for that is solved by going over to the local Dollar Tree store. And for me, I picked up these felt cushion pads. This pack, again, is only $1.25 and includes all the different sizes in here. And these pads are all the same thickness, being a little over an 1/8 inch thick, and that's all the space needed to elevate this honeycomb off of this aluminum backer plate to allow all of that smoke to evacuate again without smoke staining the backside of your work. I've removed 4 of the medium-sized felt pads from the package, and I'm going to place one in each of the 4 corners of the honeycomb. And while I do this, I did check out the honeycomb for squareness and flatness, and everything looked perfect on it. The honeycomb weave itself is fairly consistent and will work well for all of the projects. With that felt in place, when I flip this around, we'll now see that it can now be spaced that 1/8 inch above this backer plate, making for perfect operation of this unit. At the time of this video, I believe that this honeycomb sells for less than $100 at the regular price. Final thoughts on this honeycomb after having used it several times. It's honeycomb. I want to say it's fairly basic. It performs very well. I do like the slightly tighter weave of the honeycomb itself, and having installed the felt pads underneath, the smoke does evacuate quite effectively, efficiently, especially when using an air assist kit, which has a tendency of pushing the smoke through the material, through the honeycomb, which is entirely the point of using honeycomb and an air assist kit. As you can see in front of me, I also have the Jiccoda L1 10-watt laser in periwinkle blue. I'll be featuring videos and project videos coming up utilizing the honeycomb, the laser machine, and the variable speed air assist kit. I've installed this kit on the Xtool D1 machine. It is compatible with that, and it works very well. I've ran a sample project off of this along with a video. I'll have a link to that video in the description down below. So far with all of these products from Jiccoda, they've all worked very well for me. I think it's a great performing product at a very, very competitive price. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Until next time, learn, create, and share.